Welcome to Trading Tricks for Indices YouTube channel. This video is about the topic power of confluence. I am not here to discuss all such bookish definitions, but here this is my own definition that everyone could understand. This is like common man's English or something like very easy to understand. What is power of confluence? I tell that different forces moving something into same direction. That means there are two or more factors that is present in the market, and those three different factors are moving all the market in one single direction. This is called power of confluence. When the power of confluence occurs, there are so big moves happening in the market, like if you see here like this, there is going to be trending days at such days. I am here to teach you how to know the picture of power, how to know the power of confluence in the market before the market opens. A professional trader is who plans for the day before the market opens, and that too power of confluence helps the trading plan. I'm showing you here the power of confluence. Now a few words about this channel, that is Trading Tricks for Indices YouTube channel. Who can watch this channel? This channel is for directional trades. Novice traders especially could watch these channels for simple tension free strategies, and the most simplest form of the indicator I have ever found is CPR pivot points, and you can learn the CPR pivot points in this channel. And I'm having 2 years of trading experience, and this channel is purely based on system based trading, and you can learn that system based trading with me also. And if you see here, the trading system is related to CPR pivot points and 20 EMA, which is a popular indicators. This CPR is a leading indicator and 20 EMA is the lagging indicator. When you see 20 EMA, you have to think like this: 20 EMA, trading with 20 EMA is like trading with institutional investors. I hope you know about institutional investors. If you don't know, institutional investors are those who dump their money in the market to move the market. I am like retail trader, you are like retail traders. Retail traders don't have courage or money to move the markets. Those who are moving the markets are called financial institutional investors, domestic institutional investors, foreign institutional investors. They are trade with 20 EMA. You have to keep this in mind. That's why I cannot avoid 20 EMA in my charts. Okay, and you can read these 3 books so that you will get some more important information, because all the knowledge that I have acquired this day are from books. I'm not taking any coachings or any trainings, but I am here with these 3 books which made me and standing here in this arena is like reading these books. I suggest you to read the most important book, Trading in the Zone, because in trading 80% is the psychology and 20% is the strategy. If you set your psychology with a right mindset, you will win in this arena. And please do watch this video till the end, and if you like the content, please subscribe and like the channel so that it will reach more number of persons like you. Now let's go to our power of confluence topic. Here I am saying this: different forces moving something into same direction. That is, the price is moving in one direction with different aspects. Are moving in a way. So this is the one thing you have to know. This is the price opened somewhere here. This is the high of that day and this is the low of that day. These sort of movements occurs when there is a power of confluence. Okay. And here our power of Confluence to predict the market, and how I predicted the market on this day I will discuss with you. Okay, there is a global event here, that is Fed interest rate hikes, and examples of this global event is Fed interest rate hikes and the wars. If you see Ukraine and Russia war, there is a global event. A global event is something that affects all the global markets, including Indian markets also. And this here the global event is Fed interest rate hike. And if you know more about Fed interest rate hike, you can watch this video on Fed interest rate hike, because I could not discuss all such topics in one single video, because there is going to be a length perspective here. Go and watch this video so that this is a repetitive pattern in the markets, and if you know about why interest rates hike of Fed is affecting India, then in your future trades this is going to useful to your profits. Now this is the global event, which is one of the power of Confluence here, and second one is CPR pivot point indicator, and third one is 220 MA. These three different factors are moving the price in the same direction. That is the reason why here this move has happened. And if you see, you can watch for global event this video, and if you want to go dig deeper into pre-market analysis with CPR and what are the important levels to mark, you can watch this video also. I am going to give the link in the description. You can watch this and improve your trading with these important factors. This would help you in your future endeavors. Okay, now I am here to discuss about CPR pivot points. Now CPR pivot points, this is an indicator where you have a combination of levels that price react the most in the market. That means these levels are watched by many professional, successful, profitable traders. So if you learn this concept, you are with those professional, profitable traders. And professional traders are those who act when price comes to their location. These CPR pivot points are like that sort of locations where you can wait and watch what happens at their levels, and you are sitting at that area to be bearish in the market, to be bullish in the market according to your pre-market analysis. Now I will show you how CPR pivot points are useful in your trading. Now let's see here, this is CPR, which is having three lines, and this is the resistance R1 and this is the resistance R2. Likewise below the CPR you are going to have some supports S1 and S2. Like this you are having 4 resistances above CPR and 4 supports below CPR. If you see here, the point here is not to discuss complete system of CPR pivot points, but the point here is how these levels are respected. You can see in this video, this resistance R2 has rejected the price like this, and it took beautifully support at CPR. Again it goes till R1 resistance, and again resistance pushed the price till here. There is a support here, again price goes here, there is a rejection here. Like this, every day there is a story to tell you in the market. When you see the chart, if you understand the CPR pivot points, then you will understand that why the price is moving like this. Voila, this is the reason why price is moving like this. First the price is moving bearish like this, again it took support, again this is facing resistance. You will move at least 30% in your trading, understanding your trading, the charts, markets, if you use this CPR indicator in your charts. Okay, now please be patient while watching this video, because this is so informative video, so that you will get even you will get 5% improvement in your market watching this video, I will be so happy, because these are the points I am telling you, which I have been trained myself with a lot of books, lot of live trading experience. And now the first one is CPR pivot points has completed, and the next, global events has completed, CPR pivot points has completed, and now the picture of power. Picture of power is nothing but it is a combination of 200 EMA and 20 EMA here. Whenever the price is taking support from 200 EMA and moved above it, you can take the trade in the bullish view. For example, this is the candle where it broke the 200 EMA. If you put your stop loss below this candle, and if you enter after this candle, there is a big move here. This is the power of picture of power. When you see, I am going to explain, this is the case for uptrend. I am going to explain what is the case for the downtrend in the coming video, I mean in the video itself. Okay, just recall what I am telling. Global event, CPR pivot points, 220 EMA. Now let's go to another topic here. This is a chart of 23rd September 2022, and where the downtrend has started. If you check Nifty September 23rd 2022, there is a complete downtrend day from that day. The reason is here. At this day, global event interest rate hike has happened, and the CPR is indicating there is going to be a bearish day, and the picture of power also, if you see here, indicating that the price is going to stay below it, because the 20 EMA is below 200 EMA. This is the example for downtrend. You have to simply place your 220 EMA in your charts and back test yourself. You will know that this is making sense. The markets are not random, they are moving with some force, with some analysis, with some important things. The market is moving. We are not here to gamble, we are here to make money from the markets with a system based approach. And now global markets on 23rd September 2022, Fed has interest rates. Why I am saying this repeatedly means you have to keep this in your mind, that this is going to be a repetitive pattern in the markets. Whenever Fed increases its interest rates, there is going to be an impact in the market. If that impact is negative and you are bullish in the market and you made a big position lot size in the market, there is going to be 90% chances if you act against the market sentiment. If you take your lot size high on that day, there is going to hit your stop loss most of the time. That's why keep this a note, that global events has an impact in the market. One of the global event is interest rate hike. Now you have to know these type of news before market opens. Yes, for that you have to read a newspaper or a business line, or else you can watch CNBC news channel. I prefer to read business line because there is a lot of noise in the news channels, and if you read them, you will get some important information in your brain. When you watch all such kind of stuff in the YouTube, your brain may access different resources. Please do read the business line newspaper every single day. Now let's go to the charts to understand the power of Confluence. Now there is a global event like a Fed interest rates hike, and it shows the negative impact in the Indian markets. This is one of the factor to take the trade in the bearish view, and I will show you another two factors that gives you the market is going to be bearish in the upcoming session, like 23rd September 2022. You don't know this in the live market because this day hasn't completed, and if you see here today we have seen all the candles are in downtrend, the day is bearish, but at that moment before market opens you don't know this is going to happen or not. So you have to do your pre-market analysis and plan the trades. Now you have one global event, that is Fed interest rate hike. I will show you another two reasons to short this day, to be bearish in the market. The first one is EMA, 220 EMA. Whenever if you see the 220 EMA and the price below it, open below it, you can take this as another factor that this is going to be a bearish day. This is called the picture of power. When you see the 220 and price like this, there is a great probability that the price rejects from this 20 EMA. This is in case of downtrend, isn't it? You can check whether it is in uptrend or in downtrend with the help of this. This is for downtrend. When you see, I will show you what it is for uptrend. This is the 200 EMA, and if you see here, I will show you when this is the 200 EMA, and if you see here, this is 20 EMA like this. That means this is 200 EMA, this is 20 EMA, and the price stays above it like this, or some price came rejected like this. So you can safely assume that the market is in uptrend. This is in uptrend. If you see here, this is in downtrend. Keep this in mind when you see the picture of power like this, 200 EMA, 20 EMA and the price below it. In case of uptrend, 200 EMA, 20 EMA and the price above it. You can assume that the trend is downtrend. This is another factor that this picture of power indicates that today is going to be a bearish day. Now the most important indicator is CPR pivot points. This is the going to be a game changer to your trading career. If you learn the complete system of CPR pivot points, that is gonna do a great advantage to your trading. I will tell you some basic points about CPR pivot points. When you apply these indicator to your charts, if you see any chart and check it out, that whenever you see a narrow CPR like this, if you don't know what is CPR, this is CPR. The CPR has three lines, and these three lines could act as resistance when price stays below it, and when price stays above it, it could act as a strong support. If you see here, the price goes still here and made a bearish candle and a rejection here. This is called CPR, and if the CPR is so narrow like this, all these three lines are like a single line. These days you can expect trending days in the market. Now we have three aspects here. One is global event, which is negative, and second one is picture of power 220 EMA, and the third one is CPR. This indicates this is going to be a trending day. And how would you know that the price rejects at this point? This is the main concept, core concept of analyzing CPR pivot points. There is a system that tells you where to short the index or where to go long whether you have to go along at this line or this line or this line. Everything will be taught in CPR pivot points. If at all you want to know and learn the complete system about CPR pivot points, you can attend my webinar, and that webinar is going to happen on Saturdays and Sundays. I am going to give my email ID in the description section so that you can take training from me, and you can access analyze the markets every single day by your own. And if you see here, I can't discuss all such topics in a single video, but I can tell you what are the price areas I am looking at this day. I am going to look at this day. During downtrend days I am going to short at resistance R1 or the CPR according to the context. If at all, if the price opened somewhere here like this, the price opened somewhere here and goes like this and made a rejection here, I am going to short this. Okay, I am not bullish in the market. That is the pre-market analysis power. You have to follow your pre-market analysis and be disciplined in this area. If at all the price comes here and made a bullish candle, I am not going to go long here. That is my analysis. I'm strictly following my analysis. If you want to know complete system, you can attend my webinar. Okay, this is the CPR, and this narrow CPR indicates a bearish day, that too a trending bearish day. Now go and check any other charts, and you will find that most of the time, I am not saying 100% this is correct, most of the time the stocks, indices, currencies, anything, if you want, check it. During these narrow CPR days there are trending days, but keep this in mind, you have to follow the rules. The rules will be taught by me. You can train by me. Okay, and if you see here, we have three elements here: global event, picture of power, and the CPR. All these three are indicating what? You have to question yourself. What is it indicating? There is a bearish day in the market and you have to short the market. I mean, you have to be bearish in the market. And where you have to be bearish in the market? At the CPR or the resistance R1. This is the pre-market analysis for that day. Imagine you are here at CPR or the resistance R1 and price came till here. That too it is rejected from, if you see here, that too it is rejected from what? The 200 EMA. The price is rejecting from 200 EMA. At the same time it has the rejection from CPR, which is a narrow CPR. Then what else do you need to take the trade? You have to take the trade somewhere here. And you know that this is going to be a trending day, and you can wait to get 1:3, 1:4 risk reward at these times. Okay, if you enter somewhere here and you can take your profit somewhere at this area, but I suggest you to take the trades of 1:2 risk reward, because as a novice trader or an intermediate trader, you cannot be in the markets for such a long time. I suggest you to take the trades 1:2. At this sort of times you may wait for 1:3 risk reward. Most of the time go and take your profits at 2% of your capital or risk 1% of your capital. This day, if you see, all the day it is trending lower and it is respecting the 200 EMA. Whenever there is a rejection from 200 EMA, the price is moving down. Whenever there is a rejection, the price is moving down. If you see here, this also. This is the complete power of Confluence. And you can see there are lot more indicators over there. And those indicators also could say the picture of power, power of Confluence, but my way of trading the markets is like this. This is the power of Confluence. At these times you can bet higher in the market. You can take more number of lots in the market, because if you are afraid to take the trade whenever there is such big power of confluence here. You are not going to make money in this field. You have to risk something to get something huge. This is one of the best suggestion I have ever heard. If you do what is your duty here? You have to plan your trades. You have to be with the markets. You have to listen to the markets, what market is telling you. And I want to say one more thing, that there may be some days you don't get your stop loss may got triggered, but most of the time if you are planning the trades with CPR pivot points or power, picture of power or global events, before 9 AM you have to prepare with all these elements. Okay, if you prepared and entered somewhere here, even though your stop loss got triggered, don't worry. This is the process of making money in this field. You cannot make money every single day. You have to keep this in mind, that your stop loss may trigger at any point of time, at any day, but you have to aim that your duty is that every day you have to do your pre-market analysis. You have to mark your areas where you want to react in the market and stay in that location. This is the location I want to take the trade. I am going to stay here. If at all the price didn't come here, I am not going to take any trade all the day. That's true. Professional traders act like this. If the price comes to their location only, they will take the trade, then only they risk their money. They are not like shorting, bearish at this area, and they think that let's see what will happen, let's see whether I get my profits or not. This is not the right mindset. You have to do your analysis. With that analysis, go with minimum lots or go with huge lots. Everything depends in your analysis. Novice traders enters like this. They see there is a big red candle here, and if they thought like this is some sort of resistance. When price stays above it and the resistance broke here, there may be a chance to the down bearish move, and they enter here without knowing complete knowledge about CPR. They enter here. This day they made a profit, but not all days are same. So you have to do and learn some indicators, or learn some sort of, I'm not saying that you have to learn this particular indicator. There are a lot more there in the market, but if you are interested in this CPR, you can watch my videos also. And this is called power of confluence, and there are a lot more confluences I want to discuss with you, like global events, like wars. When there is a war between Russia and Ukraine, then also there is a panic in the market, and stocks or indices starts to fallen down. Whenever they came to know that Ukraine and Russia war is limited to those two countries, there is no impact in the markets of the war. If at all the war is between some group of countries, like Russia supported countries or Ukraine supported countries, that is going to be a global event, because the war impacts the global economy. So if global economy is going to affect, Indian markets are going to affect. That is the logic behind these global events. Okay, this is the power of confluence, and